Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Indians and friends of India and Slovenia, I'm pleased to be part of today's event organized by our embassy in Ljubljana, celebrating the Amrit Mahotsav, iconic week to mark the 73rd Republic Day of India, celebrating on 26 January, and to rejoice strong India-Slovenia relations on 7th February, eve of Person Day, celebrated on 8th February. Today's celebrations are in line with the vision of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, who announced the iconic celebration of India's 75 years of independence under Amrit Mahotsav in India and across the globe with all our friends and partners. Dear all, Amrit Mahotsav is not just celebration of India's journey and achievements, despite numerous challenges it faced, of India's strong democracy and rich diversity demonstrated both in its traditions as well as the new India's global modern outlook, but also of its journey along with all our friends and partners world over and achievements at international level. The visit of the President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind, to Slovenia in September 2019 laid a forward-looking path re-energizing our bilateral relations. Unfortunately, all of us were soon gripped with the havoc of COVID-19 pandemic. Even though we went through our respective challenges in dealing with this pandemic, it did not affect our zeal to work towards strengthening of our bilateral relations. In fact, this past 1 year has been exceptionally significant for taking our bilateral relations to the next level with the conclusion of important high-level meetings and visits, highlight of which was the visit of External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar to Slovenia. This was the first ever visit by any External Affairs Minister of India to Slovenia in the last 30 years, which marked an important milestone in our bilateral relations. Participation of India's External Affairs Minister in the Bled Strategic Forum in September 2021 on the invitation of Foreign Minister of Slovenia, Dr. Enze Logar, when Slovenia held EU presidency for the second time, played a significant role in cementing India-EU relations as well. I take this opportunity to congratulate Slovenia for successful holding of EU presidency. India and Slovenia adapted to the pandemic situations swiftly, and the dialogue was maintained at ministerial and official levels on the virtual platform, covering all aspects of our relations. Interestingly, our bilateral trade figures showed increase last year in spite of the pandemic, demonstrating good potential in enhancing bilateral trade and commerce activities. This year was a year of quite a few firsts when Dr. Sas Bude, member of Upper House of the Indian Parliament, paid a visit to Slovenia in the capacity of the President of Indian Council for Cultural Relations, a premier organization of Ministry of External Affairs mandated to build and strengthen cultural and educational relations with the countries world over. India-Slovenia share strong cultural ties and have deep people-to-people connections. Sanskrit play Madhyamavyayoga, written by Bhasha, the great Indian poet considered as the father of early Sanskrit drama and poetry, directed by Dr. Luka Repanšek, head of Indo-European Comparative Linguistics Studies Faculty of Arts, University of Ljubljana, enacted by Slovene students and presented on the Person Day, is striking example of our strong cultural relations and bonds at people-to-people level. Fact that we have eminent Indologists from Slovenia, and there is widespread interest in yoga and Ayurveda, India's traditional knowledge system, which are not only widely practiced in Slovenia but have proved a vital support mechanism during the difficult times of COVID-19 pandemic, are the stories of deep connections between the people of the two countries to rejoice jointly and further strengthen establishment of Indian Studies Center at Ljubljana Center of Nova University, which was announced during the visit of External Affairs Minister, establishing of India reading sections in the libraries of Nova University and the City Library, Ljubljana, and establishing of Ayurveda chair in Alma Mater, European University, Maribor will further go a long way in building bridges between incredible India and loving Slovenia. Dear friends, a whole range of well-curated events under the Amrit Mahotsav Iconic Weeks will be presented in coming months to bring the two countries and its people together forever. I'm sure you will enjoy these events. I wish you all good health. Jai Hind.